Well, this is ironic. I haven't even started and I've already started proving my point. I've just run into a random free festival. So cool. We're gonna get straight into it. We're going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Barcelona. And I've been living and traveling abroad for the last 7 years. I'm originally from Canada, but I've lived in places like Vietnam, Colombia, Portugal, and tons of different cities. I try not to compare the different places that I've lived in, but really difficult to not compare. I've got a long list of pros and some pretty big cons as well. I'm gonna leave my biggest con for the end because it's a little bit controversial. But we're gonna start with the first pro because as I was walking to film here, because it's really beautiful here, just run into a really nice free market. Tons of free events. It's incredible. So I've been living here for just over a year, almost a year and a half. So I've experienced all the seasons and I can honestly say that it's sunny probably 325 days of the year. I wouldn't say all of them like some people do because I've seen it and we've had snow warnings. It didn't actually snow in Barcelona, but very close to. I'm in sandals. In the winter time, I have found that when it's cold, it's really cold. And that's kind of chalked up to the insulation in the apartment buildings. So when it's cold, it's really cold. The next one has to do with the microclimate here because Barcelona is situated in between the sea and the mountains. It's kind of like all of the pollution from the city congregates above and is like this gross mixture of pollution. There's so much greenery in the city, it's incredible. There are tons of parks. As you can see behind me, they've got this massive wall covered in leaves, plants. Just even coming into the zone, I feel like I can breathe a little bit easier. You've got the best of both worlds, the sea, and you've got a freaking forest in the middle of the city. It's not in the middle, no, not at all. It's like you have to take the metro, maybe 10 minutes from the center, and then you start hiking up through the forest. And it's still considered Barcelona. You can check this video out here because I talk about it there. When we were in lockdown during the pandemic, you could go to the beach and you could still go to the forest. It was pretty epic. We're just about to arrive to probably the main event. It's one of my biggest pros. Rumors about this place, Nomad Coffee. There are 3 locations here in Barcelona and I'm finally going to try from the source. It's so good. It's so rich, so creamy. This has got to be one of the best coffees I've had, I don't know, my life, but definitely one of the best in Barcelona. Oh my god, it's so noisy. Honestly, I know this video isn't about Spain, but coffee in Spain is some of the best in the world. And I say this as look what Spain has done to me. Drinking coffee at 4:30 in the afternoon. Oh, just because it's delicious. I'm gonna be wired. You guys are in for a treat. So, this is one of the cons of living in Barcelona. It's so loud. There are 2 reasons I brought you to Nomad Coffee. 1, because I wanted to try the place, and 2, because I found it in this book. So every week I have this tradition where I go into this book
and I choose something new to see, taste, or experience. And it's a book that was handcrafted by two people who fell in love with Barcelona, and so they've tried and tested everything that's in this book. So whether you are a local or you plan to visit or live in Barcelona, this is something that you definitely want to have at hand. And I'm very excited to share with you that if you use this code, NatashaB 15%, you'll receive an incredible discount. So not only will you have the key to everything Barcelona, but you'll also be supporting this channel. So thank you so much. I'll leave the link in the description below, and I hope you enjoy it.
So honestly, one of the reasons that I'm bringing you through this part of town, which is Poblenou and close to the sea, is because I think it's a place that is really underrated and people don't really know about it. Like, you've heard of La Sagrada Familia, Barrio Gótico and Born and stuff like that, but I really love this area. And since we're talking about living, this place is, in my opinion, one of the best areas, one of the best neighborhoods to live in or to have an office in. Here you also have the opportunity to learn and practice speaking two languages other than English. So Spanish, obviously, Spain, and Catalan. If you spend any amount of time here, more than 2 days, you will definitely notice people speaking to you in Catalan. And I think it's a beautiful language, and I haven't put a lot of effort into learning it yet, but one day would love to actually try. I'm not going to get into any of the politics because there is a bit of a political situation between Catalonia and the rest of Spain. It's kind of like Quebec in Canada. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go check it out. You can Google it because I don't want to go into any politics. I've dropped so many pros, I need to drop a con. This area, Poblenou, it's very clean, it's very well kept. I think that's an attribute that it has, but I do have to say it can get dirty, especially Saturday and Sunday mornings. I do think though that I have a solution, some education. So this is a bit cheeky because it's like a positive thing with a but. So it's a pro and a con. Public transport is very, very good. It's affordable, everything's really well connected. But if you have a dog, like I do, you can't really go on long distance trains. So I've done tons of research, and this is just something that Spain doesn't allow. So you can take your dog on the Rodalies and the Cercanías, but it sucks because you're a bit limited. Nature meets art. And art is actually something that the city is covered in. It's basically built on art. Even the parks are perfectly curated. Even the parks are perfectly curated to be like an art gallery. It's incredible, really. If you have never been to Barcelona, come during this time. It's a lot cheaper and it's stunning. I'm in one of the most beautiful parks in Barcelona, one of the most popular, I would say. And I'm gonna drop you with a con. We've only got a few left. We live in the city. We live in one of the apartment blocks, as it's like an amphitheater. You can hear somebody on the other side of the block sneeze. I don't know why they're designed like that, but there you have it. A really cool thing that I love about the community here is that if you have a dog, you are basically automatically welcomed into the dog community, which is really cool because they're usually really chill people. So you get to know like your crew, your dog has some friends, so that's how I've made
most of my friends here in Barcelona. If you want to come and live here, get a dog or bring your dog. We're gonna kind of wrap things up here. I've got 2 more pros for you and the big con that I told you about that's a little bit controversial. So let's just get straight into that one. So I come from Canada, as you may or may not know, and something that I really dislike is on Sundays, everything is closed. I completely get it because it's all about family and spending time with friends and everything. But I feel like that is something that you could do throughout the week. I don't think everything has to close, but maybe that's just me. I think you could have like a rotational schedule, you know? Also on that note are siestas. I love the concept, but I've always had to work throughout them. So if things could be open during that time, I would get it. Again, rotational schedules, but if that's my biggest problem, my biggest con, it's really not that big of a deal. So I've left my 2 favorite things about Barcelona, and ironically, they're about leaving them. But I feel like in order for you to appreciate where you're living and where you're staying, you need to be able to leave every once in a while. So Barcelona is a massive travel flight hub. So you can go anywhere in Europe, anywhere in the world for pretty affordable. And there are tons of really great day trips and to amazing places, not just cities, but also lots of nature around the city. So that's something I love as well. The reason I bring this one up is because actually tomorrow I'm heading somewhere very special. I'm going to keep it a secret. You can follow me on Instagram. You'll probably get a sneak peek of where I'm going, and I'm going to take you with me, of course. I wanted to show you Barcelona from my point of view and all the reasons that I love it, and some of the things that, you know, are more of like minor annoyances and gripes, but I really think that every place in the world has this. No place is perfect. Maybe what we could do is we could bring all of the amazing things from different parts of the world, put them all together on a little island and live there happily forever, but it's not gonna happen. But anyways, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye friends. So I just finished taking the thumbnail, and it's super awkward because there are tons of people around, but no shame, no YouTube game.